Hey guys, what's up, man? Tim Mariello here, fitness and supplement expert for I'llPumpYouUp.com. I've got Mr. Brandon Beckrich. What's up, dude?
What's going on?
This dude is freaking enormous. Now, I've had some pros in the studio. I've met a lot of pros. This dude walks in, I'm like, what the heck? This dude is... I feel insignificant next to this dude. I hate confessing that on camera, man. Look, don't be judging me, all right? Anyway, we're gonna pick Brandon's brain, all right? Brandon, he's got a great future in bodybuilding. The dude is young, he's successful, and seriously, we are going to pick this man's brain and try to find out a little bit about his thought process on some fitness questions and subject matter, and really get to know Brandon a little bit more. Now, Brandon, how old are you right now, dude?
29.
29 years old. How much do you weigh?
270, 272, 73.
270, dude. You look like you're like 350.
That works.
Bro, I'm not kidding you. You look like you're 350, dude.
Well,
I should have wore a long sleeve t-shirt, dude.
I was thinking about wearing mine, but it's hot as fuck, so.
Yes. In Florida, yes it is.
Yeah.
So tell me about this. You were successful as a teenager, right?
Yeah, I think so.
You were teen heavyweight, light heavyweight, right?
I was teen light heavyweight.
You went from light heavyweight, then in 2007 you won Mr. Indiana.
Heavyweight.
You've done the junior nationals, and then finally recently, as of most recently, 2013, you got second place in the junior nationals.
Yeah.
All right. That's a good run, bro.
Not too bad.
That is a good run because right now bodybuilding is very, very competitive. I would say the dudes, and having said that, is because the dudes are just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. They're freaking bigger. Back in the day, in the 90s, early 2000s, if someone was 260 on stage, it were like freaking an anomaly.
Yeah.
They were huge. Now dudes are popping up everywhere, 260, 270. What is your off-season weight?
This year, like I said, I'm about 270 right now. Last year, I got up to about 290, but I wasn't in the condition that I am now. So, I mean, I'm probably still at 10%.
10% body fat at 270?
Yeah, definitely. I'm keeping up with my cardio. I'm eating
What's
real
it like
clean.
to carry all that body weight around, dude? I mean, you're just freaking so thick, you're lean. Does that ever just weigh on you? Is it just...
You know what? I feel really good now. This is the best
That's good
I
to
felt. Yeah, this is the best I felt at 270. Last
Cool.
year at 290, I felt like a slug, man. So, much better right now.
Yeah, good. Well, that's good, man. I mean, when you're getting too big and your endurance goes low, you know, you're going to feel like a slug.
Yeah.
So you've done these contests, you're ranking higher and higher. What's next for you, dude? What now? What are your plans, dude?
Well, inevitably, you know, as of right now, short-term goal is a pro card. So,
Okay.
Being a bodybuilder, we only have 3 opportunities a year for that. So,
Which is the USA's, the Nationals, and what, the North Americans?
correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So, USA's is in my sights right now.
Okay.
2014, we're gonna take it.
When is that? What month?
July, end of July.
End of July. Okay. Dude, you got to get that pro. I would.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if I was a judge, I wouldn't even let you on stage. But here's a pro card, bro. I don't see the reason of having you get on stage. I mean, but that's just me, bro. All right. So moving on. What is it gonna take to become a pro bodybuilder? I mean, you probably get that all the time. And guys, listen. I'm not trying to ask a generic question here, but surely there's something that you've got to be doing different that's going to differentiate from all the other dudes trying to get a pro card. What is that?
You know, I think it's consistency, honestly. I mean, you know, right now we're going to be here in Tampa for 4 days. I just flew in from Chicago. I packed 15, 16 meals. I have them with me, all of them. So
You packed 16 meals.
I packed 16 meals on the plane. You know, so that's in my opinion, that's what it is doing what competitors aren't willing to do, and I think that's what separates people. It's more than just, you know, looking good and putting on the mass that's needed. It's doing everything in between. Off season is where you make your gains. That's where you win shows.
Yeah, big time.
Absolutely. That's what I feel like I separate myself from others is I work even harder in the off season to put in the gains.
The contest is won in the off season. Now, as for you, your preference, what do you think has worked best for you? Because I'm hearing a lot of pros lately these days, a lot of big guys, they're training so light lately. I mean, they're training light and they're doing high reps, and I'm meeting with these guys and I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? High reps, all about the pump. What's working for you? Heavyweight with low sets, you know, low volume, or high rep, high volume?
I do
for muscle growth.
I do heavyweight, high rep.
All right, boom, another high repper. Listen now, but heavyweight, see, that's a big difference.
I'll tell you what I do. Well, people hear high weight, they're like, oh, 15, 20 reps. No, I do a weight to where I can maintain my form and technique to where I'm not compromising anything. And when I get to that point of failure, I do a drop set. I'll drop the weight, or I'll wait 5 or 10 seconds, and I'll pump out another 4 or 5 more to get the blood in there, because that's blood volume. And the more you expand that muscle, that's where you start recruiting satellite cells. That's when you start recreating new muscle fiber. So those are the ones that count the most. So yeah, but you have to get a weight that's heavy enough to stimulate the muscle, right? You can't just lift up a pair of 20s and do 25 reps and get a pump and call it a day.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Yeah. So, well, I'm glad to hear that, man. Now, what does cardio look like for you? You know, are you doing cardio in the off season? Mm-hmm. Really? Yeah. What type of cardio? Is it a lot of cardio, frequent cardio?
I'm doing 3 days, 4 days a week, sometimes 5. Just depends on how I feel.
5 days cardio?
Sometimes.
In the off season?
Sometimes. And no less than 20 minutes, no more than 30. So on my off days, I like to do a cardio session 30 minutes. On days that I train, I'll go in the morning, do 20, 25 minutes. Sometimes it's a Stairmaster, sometimes it's a treadmill on a 15. It just depends on how I feel. But I'm always in there, keeping my body working efficiently. It's good for my heart. I feel a lot better doing it. It kind of starts my day off well too. So.
Wow, Brandon's a smart man. If you can't tell already, this dude literally knows what he's talking about. I mean, like literally, everything he says to me just literally makes sense. Now, you're a big boy. You got to eat a lot of calories to maintain this type of body weight. I mean, how many calories are you eating in the off season? You don't have to tell me all your macros and carbs, but calories. What are you relatively keeping them at in the off season and pre-contest?
I never count calories. I count, I guess you could say macros. As much as I hate to say that word because it's become such a stupid trend.
I know. I'm getting sick of it.
I really hate saying it, but I mean, in reality, that's why I count my protein, I count my carbs and my fats, and I take those nutrients and I put them toward what it is that I'm trying to do with my body weight, my lean mass, the training volume that I'm doing, the intensity, my activity level. So everything has a purpose for what I'm doing. So calories wise, rough estimate, I'd probably say anywhere from 8,000 to 9,000 a day. 8,000 to
9,000 a day. So carbs, your carbs have got to be at least 600 a day in the off season.
Probably closer to 1,000, yeah.
Oh, you're eating 1,000 carbs a day in the off season?
Probably close to it, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible. Now, I want to inject this question real quick. I know you're a new father, right?
6 years.
6 years, okay. Well, I was reading on the internet and said you were a new father. Obviously, old information. But dude, how do you juggle that? How do you juggle the road to being a pro bodybuilder, sponsored athlete by All Max, and being a father?
I don't know.
It seems to me like it would be tough.
It's not
like
easy,
how do you separate your mindset?
It's not easy. I mean, I work long hours too, and I have my kid. But honestly, and I've said this before, there are plenty of people, man, that do so much more with worse circumstances. So you make it work. If that means I have to do my cardio downstairs at 3 a.m. before I cook my meals and before I wake my son up.
You gotta make it work.
You gotta make it work. So
you gotta make it work.
Yeah, and I try to find a way, and I don't take any time away from my son. He's my best friend, and honestly, he's my biggest support system. Every day he asks me, man, he's like, "Are you the biggest guy at the gym?" And I'm like, "You're damn right." And
I saw something on Facebook that you posted, and you were saying that your son said, "Were you the biggest guy in the gym today?"
Every day before I left for Tampa, he's like, "Make sure you're the biggest guy at the gym down there, Daddy." I was like, "Okay."
No, that's cool, man.
So I mean, and I don't push that on him. It's just he loves his daddy, man. So it makes it fun.
No, I know you're from the Chicago type area. Yeah. Northern Chicago, more Indiana.
Northwest Indiana.
Northwest Indiana.
I'm a half hour outside Chicago.
Are you a Bears fan?
I am.
What do you think about Jay Cutler? Spill the beans, bro.
I like Mr. Olympia, Jay Cutler.
No, I'm not talking about.
No comment.
I'm not talking about Mr. Olympia. I'm talking about the Bears, Jay Cutler.
No comment.
All right, no comment. I don't. You know what? I'm gonna plead the fifth on Jay Cutler too. Now, what about supplements?
Okay.
All right. What do you must be taking a lot of supplements. I mean, are you talking? What are you taking? Like, I know All Max, you're sponsored by All Max. Mm-hmm. All Max. What are you taking with All Max that's actually working for you real well in your regimen?
I'll tell you what. I think it was a blessing in disguise. Early on in my bodybuilding career, I was, in college, I put myself through school, so I didn't have the luxury of getting a lot of supplements. So I was forced to build habits on eating whole food. So when I was signed out with All Max, I was like, well, I was blessed with being able to have pretty much whatever I want.
That's awesome, man.
It's been awesome, yeah. So I'm really learning what works with my body, but I've always been a big believer in basic. We have an awesome essentials line, which is cool because I'm not a big fan of proprietary blends. I don't like mixes of things. Yeah. So like we have an essentials line where it's taurine, leucine, arginine, we have a beta-alanine, and I use all of those throughout the day with my amino core and my amino acids, and I have my Carbion, which is my complex carb powder, which is no sugars, it's low electrolytes.
Yeah, Carbion is awesome.
It is bad.
I literally mean that. That is actually that's probably one of my favorite All Max products.
It is.
Amino acids, you take amino core, how much amino acids are you taking a day?
I'm taking a lot of aminos.
How many a day?
I take a lot. Before, when I do cardio in the morning, I take 16 grams, so 2 scoops, which is 8 grams a scoop for the amino core. So I do 2 scoops there. I do 2 scoops during my training. I'll do a scoop in between 2 of my meals throughout the day. So I'm doing probably upward towards 60, 70 grams of aminos.
60 to 70 grams of aminos a day. You got some on you, man? Can I get a scoop, man?
I do, but you're not getting any.
Can I get 1 scoop, bro? One scoop, bro.
I mean, you got some over there on the shelves, right?
Man. All right, man. Look. All right, come on. Couple more questions here, dude. Men's physique. Are you ever gonna do men's physique one day, man?
Oh, it's just the board shorts.
If you can't get a pro card, are you thinking maybe a future in men's physique?
I was actually telling Mark that if I didn't get my pro card, then watch out.
I'm just kidding. All right. So, do you do anything outside of bodybuilding, or is it just eat, sleep, train, eat, sleep, train? Do you have any other? I think most people think that bodybuilders, that's all they do, man. Is tan, freaking eat,
right,
and work out.
It's a full-time job.
And
it
sleep.
Definitely is. Yeah, I don't sleep much. That's my downfall. But no, I have my little boy. So any free time that I have, I try to devote to him and spend time with him. I feel that's so important. And I have my own business, my own training business. So much of my life, bodybuilding as of right now is a hobby. It's not an official career. Realistically, it could end tomorrow. Something could happen. So, I have my training business. I work 12, 14-hour days there. All day I'm training clients.
14 hours.
Yeah.
So Brandon, if you don't find Brandon literally going nuts in the gym, he's either at Chuck E. Cheese, the playground, or making peanut butter jelly sandwiches at home, right?
That's right.
And watching Blue's Clues or something like
Totally.
that.
Totally.
All right, I got a couple more questions for you. Let's get deep into this man here, all right? Now, my next 2 questions are for our YouTube viewers.
Okay.
You have a degree in exercise, this and that. You're a smart man. You're a great bodybuilder. What do you think of intermittent fasting?
I think it's kind of controversial. I think that there are a lot of benefits, but there are so many different variables that need to be addressed before one can say if it's completely effective or not. So for somebody like me, I don't feel it would be very effective.
All right, so for someone that's looking to gain muscle, tons of muscle, and stay lean, would you recommend intermittent fasting?
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't? Okay.
I wouldn't.
Moving on. All right, he said he wouldn't, guys. Did you hear that? Is the microphone on? He would not. All right, moving on. If it fits in your macros, what do you think of this diet?
Stop.
That's your favorite word, man.
Just stop with the macros.
I mean, these dudes are waking up. Let's eat 5 Pop-Tarts.
Let's do it. Evidently, that's been the freaking secret all these years.
It's Pop-Tarts.
Costco's Pop-Tart case in sales is probably skyrocketing. In the last
I need
6
to
months.
get stock in the Pop-Tarts or Kellogg's or whoever the heck makes Pop-Tarts.
Oh my god.
So obviously you're not a big fan of if it fits in your macros.
Kind of reminds me of Weight Watchers. You know that?
It does a little bit. It's
You can have, as long as you meet your points and you're under
kinda
it,
true.
and you have 30 more points left, you can have a Sunday because it's in your points. It's a glorified Weight Watcher program.
Yeah, basically. And it also is kind of like the slim, slow diet. All right, moving on, guys. What's your favorite part of bodybuilding?
Ooh, the training.
The training.
I love to train.
All right.
Yep, that's
The eating? Is the eating? Is it?
I love food too. You know what? I don't think there's really anything I don't like about bodybuilding.
That was my next question, bro.
Except for cardio.
You gotta slow down, man. Let me get these questions out.
That was your next question.
You're taking the lead here, bro.
We're on the same
All right.
page.
What's your least? So you have no least favorite thing about bodybuilding?
I would say probably, my least favorite part about bodybuilding.
People staring at you, people interrupting you when you're in the gym.
That part's annoying.
Okay.
I think I've gotten to be a little bit more used to the funny comments where I just start giving shit back to people. I'm a real smart ass. So
Yeah.
I like to be witty.
Witty. Okay.
Yeah.
And Brandon's witty. That's awesome, man. All right. So, last question. You're 29 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You freaking huge, you're lean, you know exactly what you're doing. What are your goals, man? Your immediate goals. You want to be a pro, what is the big goal here with bodybuilding?
The big goal, from a competitive standpoint, obviously, it's Mr. Olympia. And I know it sounds outlandish, but, nothing great comes from an unrealistic goal.
Yeah.
So, there's no sense on competing if you don't want to be the best, right? But on a bigger platform, I love going and traveling and doing these things where I'm able to talk to people and educate and influence. And honestly, that's why I love my job as a trainer, being able to influence others and educate and just put a different perspective in people's lives as far as eating and training and taking care of themselves. I just find so much joy in that. So
that's awesome.
Having the ability to travel and meet so many people and do that kind of thing. That's
good
my biggest
times,
goal.
man. That's awesome, man. Well, That's not a usual answer, but it's a very good answer, so cool. Hey, give us one bicep shot, bro. One, at least one shot. Look, I'll even step out of your way, dude. Look at that. That's nothing but freaking solid rock right there, dude. All right. Hey, guys, do me a favor. Don't forget to subscribe. Tune in next time. Brandon, thank you so much, man. We'll catch you guys then.